नहीं सही बोला तूने, जो भी बोला सही बोला, मतलब एकदम बोले तो बिड़ू
तुच्चे बापू.
हाँ देखा तूने. I saw some reel, I think roadies or I don't know Splitsvilla or Jackie Shroff's daughter is making her debut or something.
Fear
खतरों के
Factor.
खिलाड़ी.
हाँ yeah, Fear Factor खतरों.
And she does a video call with her. बोला ना बिड़ू तेरे को दिखा देने का दुनिया को. And I'm like बहन.
That's how he talks to his daughter.
Yeah. He's like even to your daughter you're talking like that. Oh yeah. Has it started?
Yes, it is started.
Oh God. The ADHD problems are
Yeah, because I carefully turned it on. I checked that the red box is on top. It's recording. Then I came here and I forgot when it was recording.
So I'm telling you, it's a very this thing. We are the kind of people we suffer because of घर में gas बंद किया कि नहीं किया.
Yeah.
We are like
so many times I've come back from the gate, even 1 kilometer away, to check if I've turned off the gas.
Oh my God.
If I've turned off the geyser, that kind of stuff.
But geyser, is it a big issue? It's like a lot of electricity wastage.
Yeah, I mean modern geysers
they switch off
on
their own. And it's a nice game when the water level heat comes on, again they switch on.
Yeah.
It's like an iron box. It's like a big ass iron box now, you know. So it's okay. Geyser wise fine. Gas is a bigger problem.
Like earlier, this generation, Gen Z people won't understand what it is to leave the istri and go away.
Oh yeah.
That whole istri shaped hole.
Oh my God, that's true. And the thing is, sometimes it's not just you have to wait till the istri shaped hole. Sometimes it can become a little too late, where you see the black marks on your pant or shirt. Because it's like, if sometimes imagine it's too hot, you keep it and it just drags the cloth with the and you see one wrinkle and you're like
and the texture becomes the same way a teenager's underwear is. You know, the socks wiping off that papad consistency.
You look at that, you're like, this guy has been doing some stuff. You know what? And suddenly parents are like, next day when they go to a supermarket, they put an extra tissue bag in the thing. It's like, Mom, we only buy 5. No, why are you buying 6? It's like, yeah, we have needs these days. And then suddenly one is there in your room now. It's like all your parents are talking in hints. They're like, okay, we get it. We get it. You know, the internet bill is too much this month. But yeah.
My parents were like, what happens to you at 9 o'clock? No matter what happens, why do you go to 9 for 15 minutes and come back?
Oh my God.
That's not to jerk off. Those 15 minutes are to put it for download, because after 9, zero free
download.
Oh,
yeah. BSNL like back in the days. You have to like do a preparation.
Yeah,
for,
kal ke hilane ke liye.
You know, like how in the night we soak the what do you call those?
Kabuli chana.
You soak it in the night for the morning thing.
It has the beans have to get hydrated.
That's the whole thing. You have to download it now to prepare. And the thing is, I think it was good back in the day because there was sense of excitement.
Yeah.
That you're going to school thinking about, man, tonight some videos waiting for me.
And back then data storage was very limited, even for the service providers.
Everyone,
websites.
It was like...
So if you watched a hot clip, you wanted to watch it immediately because you don't know if it will be there tomorrow or not.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to like memorize it, everything. I think that's how we built our photographic memory.
Yeah.
That was our thing. You have to work on that shit. You can't just...
I know, you know, on porn websites, you can search by category, genre, and then names.
Yeah.
And the names are alphabetical.
Yeah.
I'm yet to like a porn star with alphabet B.
No,
Brenda.
Fuck B. I have not even made sure A, B. Like A. I have still stuck in A only. Those but yeah, I though like gave up on those names. Now though like it's more like categories.
Yeah.
It's now I'm like but it's also, you think about, you want to explore categories. Have you ever had that thing where you're like, you know what, I'm done watching only one category, or stepmom or MILF or whatever. Then you're like, let me explore, let me venture. And then you see something and you're like, man, it's disgusting.
No, I mean, if you're used to one kind of porn, then even right adjacent to that category, the next, like, my friend's hot mom versus my hot mom's friend. Yeah.
Those are fine. But I think it's not that disturbing. My hot mom's friend, my friend's hot mom. It's fine. Okay. But sometimes you want...
Oh, you're talking about like...
Granny. Like, you know, by mistake, have you ever clicked on Granny?
No.
It's disgusting. It was right next to stepmom. And I just clicked on it and just the thumbnail scared me. It's just this really young teenage boy with a really hunched back lady like, and that image just scars you for a while. Like
that should be an ad for mutual funds. ठीक से अपने पैसे इन्वेस्ट नहीं करे तो रिटायरमेंट में ये सब करना पड़ेगा. पहले से फ्यूचर की प्लानिंग
You just see a 60-year-old guy sucking a dick. You're like, सही है.
म्यूचुअल फंड से सही है.
Oh, that'll be a great ad for mutual
तेंदुलकर
funds.
just saying, हाँ आपको भी मैदान में उतरना पड़ेगा.
इस जनरेशन ने इसके बारे में सोचा ही नहीं है.
फिर बाद में आपको चूसना पड़ेगा.
रोहित शर्मा लाइक वही है वहां पे मेरे को वो करना है.
फिर बाद में तेरे को वो करना पड़ेगा उसके साथ
वहां पे
वो तेरी ये ले लेगा.
ये तेरा ले लेगा. But yeah, that's a great ad for. But I'm just saying, have you ever like ventured into like areas that you're not ready for, because the porn is a industry that you're not ready for, you know? If you have a, I mean, you can go like stepmom, all that shit you can do again.
Yeah, it's like an amusement park, but you only go for that dash car ride. You
you don't. I don't think so. I'm ready for the giant wheel and all.
Or even you don't even want to go either giant wheel, scary, or you don't want to do the hello Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. There is something like couples, like just couples. It's just amateur. Like there are people who watch amateur because they're like, it's more relatable. I'm like, I don't want to watch relatable shit there.
I'm like, this is the image that is in my head that embarrasses me while I'm in the act.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, this is how you must be looking.
I have a bigger fear. What if I watch amateur porn and when that's not relatable? Like, I am below amateur.
Hey, these guys are claiming to be amateur. They're actually pro, bro.
Yeah. Why is an amateur video 37 minutes long? Why? It's an amateur video. Why is it? Is it a compilation of 3 nights?
A week.
Yeah, a week.
Best of January.
Best of January. Is that? Otherwise, I'm not watching it.
Mark Fox Jenny. Best of January.
That's why I watch like the proper professional porn, because I'm like, okay, I can never do this because they're professionals. Yeah, she's hanging there. I'm like, okay, yeah, dude, you have to be a professional, so I can live with that.
Yeah, and the thing is, I watch professional porn because I want to see the features I want to see clearly in like good lighting. I don't want shadows.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's like when you're YouTubing some gadgets. Of course, you want to watch Apple Vision Pro. You don't want to watch Oppo or
Vivo.
You don't watch, because I'm like, I want to see the best. I know. I want to check. I'm not gonna buy either of them. But when I'm checking them out, of course I'm gonna watch.
No, everyone's watching Apple launch. No one's watching Oppo launch. You gotta be.
Yeah, exactly.
Even tech reviewers are like, "अरे किसी और का review देख के बोल दूँगा यार, मैं direct नहीं देखूँगा."
Nobody's gonna watch like, oh, what? Did Oppo come up with a new phone? Nobody's gonna talk like that.
It's cheaper and has more cameras than the previous one.
Yeah. Let me guess. This is 237 megapixels something.
No wonder Deepika also uses it.
Yeah. But I think these phones, I never could buy them. The flip ones. You know, the ones that look like a fucking
the
makeup
Moto
box.
Razr.
No. Those are the slim and the big one, the old one. I'm talking the new one, the Samsung Flip.
Okay.
You know, the phones will be like this.
You
but you
see
can
the smaller screen, you flip it, it'll be a bigger screen.
You can do this with the phone. Like our phone, your phone, I can't do this. You can
fold the screen.
I don't know, for some reason it looks disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't know how's that feature that's selling.
It's no need. It's for millennials who missed that Moto Razr, which was kick-ass.
Yeah. Which was like every guy is like a detective. Like, hello,
I was like, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, yeah. No, my thing is, it looks like a makeup box.
That's I still buy Flipbook for that. Yeah, hello. Or
oh,
you can just
God.
be like, CBI.
You know what's weirder? That you walk around the house with a note flipbook in your
No, I have a banger story to tell you.
Oh, acha, okay. So you're workshopping it.
No, I don't want to miss out the details.
Oh, man.
Because this happened when...
My sad thing was I went back home the next day. I was just thinking about our conversation outside. We were drinking and we were talking. So I was thinking like the sad story I told you, remember? The Patel Ramya. I was like, why did I tell him that? It just made him depressed. And the next morning I woke up and you were like, bro, I slept at 6 o'clock only. I'm like, because of my story.
No, I went. So you stayed over. We drank. You stayed over, and 4 o'clock you went to sleep. Then I went inside, and Lucy wouldn't let me go. She wanted to pee really badly.
Oh shit!
So I took her down for a walk at 4:10, 4:15 in the morning. After that, I couldn't sleep for a while.
I slept so well.
Yeah.
I lied down. I was out.
Dude, when I was walking, I was like, perfect time. I was just starting to feel sleepy. I'm gonna lie down.
Yeah.
This bitch took me down.
Bro, because I knew we were sleepy because we were talking to each other and I was saying something and midway I gave up and you didn't even stop me. You didn't even ask I was telling you a story and you're like, yeah. And then I realized like this is the correct time.
So the thing is, I was already tired that day. But because of the late night show,
you get that adrenaline.
Adrenaline, and then it wasn't dying off. First beer, it pumped me up even more.
Yeah.
Second beer, we came in that scooter, so I was buzzed. I was like, let's
Yeah,
have
and then you
more.
ride and then you come again, you're sober.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah.
And then you look at a can, and can is not intimidating.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, I'll just
Can
look.
is not at all intimidating. That's the thing, they give you a pack of six.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah.
You never hear a 6 bottles or some. If someone drops a 6 bottle, like a big bottle, in front of you, you'll be like, okay, what is going on
That's
here?
why they had to invent the pint.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for alcoholics to dilute themselves.
Yeah, it's to alcoholic to be like, no, it's just 6, dude. What the fuck?
And dude, did you see the size of this? Dude,
And
do
trust
put
me, if
me
you're an
khatam karta.
alcoholic, you can drink 6 big beers.
Easily.
You can, you can just pace yourself. You give me a little bit of chakna and like some kebab. I can fucking pace myself.
Which is why I hate those kinds of like old Gymkhana style beer bars. Like in Pune, there's a small lawn outside. Okay. And inside is unbearable. Really cheap place this is.
Okay.
And in the garden, there'll be Nilkamal chairs. And each table will be separated from the other. That is where you go to bitch about your wife or you.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
okay?
understood. I can imagine like 6 bald dudes sitting there.
Bald dudes, some random couple who think this is a safe place. No one's gonna bother.
Oh, women is there in this.
Very few.
Of course, yeah.
And that too, like cool.
It's like those, those web series or ads that they shoot. They run out of juniors, so they strategically place them little, so it looks like it's a crowded place.
So yeah, it's full.
Yeah, I saw this recently. My mom watches a serial on Vijay TV, and some fight was happening in the thing. The serial, the fight is happening, and it's a college setup. So behind the characters, there are two like placed nicely, and you are interested into filmmaking, right? You look at these things, and I'm like, wow, wait a minute, what's going on over
They couldn't wait for the others that day.
And it's so nice because the camera angle is not multiple cameras, so it's just one camera angle, right? So they're all placed diagonally, so all of them are visible. So you see like two to cover the whole screen.
100%.
And to show depth.
Yeah.
Basically, they did that. And I was just telling it to my mother. My mother just looked at me like, why do you have to ruin things?
Yeah.
Once you're into film, that's the issue. You start.
That's what you should do when someone like both of us are watching, for example. We would love to catch that. Well, let's catch the mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can't tell people because they're like, you ruin things. Now even I am noticing that shit.
Yeah. They don't want to notice. Sometimes they unsee things. That's the whole principle on which Bollywood runs.
Yeah, they overlook. Acha, theek hai, okay, fine. Yeah.
And so basically, those kinds of bars, what I was telling you about. You keep ordering beers. You don't have to pay per round.
Okay.
But the beers you've had, they will line it up right.
They will line it up so that later when the bill comes, they'll count.
Yeah, they'll count. Yeah. And when you're drinking with two guys are drinking in the afternoon, have nowhere to go. By the time you're like, bill itna nahi aaya, but fuck, look at that train of. That looks like.
They do that at the bar that we both went. They do that there also.
Okay.
So we just had 4, so it didn't look like a big deal to each.
Yeah.
But normally when I've sat like with
that's what that place like jogged my memory of the place
exactly.
I'm talking about.
It's the same place.
Yeah.
So when I've gone there with like 5 friends and all, and like imagine we go at like 9:30 in the night and we leave
bottles,
at almost like 16, 17 bottles are there. We are just looking at it like the guy comes with a pen here. He's like, kitna
it's the number of beers he has to count. Like no one can interrupt him while he's counting.
Yeah. We start again.
Yeah, he'll have to. He'll get pissed. He's like,
so we have done that all that shit. So yeah. So, but yeah, what were we talking about? I completely forgot what we were talking. Porn. We were talking about porn category.
Yeah, we naturally arrived at alcohol. The two things, guys. This is a bait podcast for all middle-aged.
True. No, my whole thought was that when you watch porn, it's scary that some categories like scare you off. Like even Japanese. I sometimes a fan, sometimes not because it's very scary. It's like, have you seen the Japanese kiss is very weird from any normal people kissing? Like the Japanese porn kissing. I'm not talking Japanese people kissing.
What's the difference?
It's both the tongues come out and they kind of like get in a sword fight. The tongues are out and they're just like...
I think you're strategically being racist.
No, it's Japanese porn. You watch...
Yeah, like I am now thinking how you...
This is not racist at all. I'm just saying I watched a bunch of Japanese porn videos and sometimes you get bored. So you're like, okay, let me try something.
Hey, you again said a Japanese stereotypical thing.
What?
You get bowed.
No, bored. Bored. So I was watching this and it's like, the tongue comes out really. So I remember I was watching it and it was not like, it was like,
yeah.
like a,
But Japanese people, everything they do is weird. Like they have a very weird culture. They hire actors to go to weddings so that they don't look lonely. They hire actors so that they don't have to tell their kid that their dad has died. They eat food on live stream if they get enough number of subscribers. And this is a genre other Japanese people watch.
Oh.
Watching other people eat. They're weird.
I
They
was
have
thinking when you said they do things differently, I was thinking about like how do they govern people, how they rule,
Wow.
how they go to wars. I mean, if you think about if you have anything in history, I don't know, nobody addresses this. For a country that small, they have inflicted a lot of damage.
And they are a main. They're a part of a main conversation.
Yeah.
Without colonizing the world.
Yeah.
Their culture colonized the world.
See, the thing is, if Japan were not an asshole, Asia would have butchered every other
100%.
Asia, because the level of smartness. Imagine if Japanese guys were just smart and they were like, okay, no, we'll help you. And China, they had like used China to make it bigger or something. Trust me, dude, they had all the manpower.
But at the time when all that was happening, the world conflict was happening. Yeah, checking. Good reflexes. Good.
Yeah.
So at that time, the priorities for other countries in the region were very different. India was fighting for independence. China was just going through a famine and opium problem. Bangladesh didn't exist. Sri Lanka was still being ruled by half by Dutch, half by.
Fair enough.
So there was no. Like
unification.
If we all were independent and a country like US or Russia was trying to invade a country in our region, then we would have united. But most of us were not independent.
Okay.
So we were proxy. We were we were Asia, but we were not really Asia.
We were fighting for our own problems.
Yeah.
I get that, but the thing is, the kind of colonization that Japan went after, like they tried to, they almost got China.
Yeah,
if not for Germany and America, I think they would have conquered China for sure. And being a country that small, then taking over a country that big and almost succeeding.
Also, the aggressor attack on US, that takes some cultural balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To just be like on a Sunday, 7 in the morning, just drop so many bombs in the most iconic event. I think that's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of balls, and it's true, dude. It's good that when you have dumb followers.
Yeah.
It's really great when you have dumb. When you look at your king, him like he's a guy sent from the heaven. He's a guy of the god.
Yeah.
It's good for him. When those kind of people will do anything.
Yeah.
Anyone will if you have people who are like, yo, wait a minute. You're
Then
fucked. You're fucked. There is no wait a minute in dictatorship.
But that's the thing, right? Japan didn't get to what you said. Came close. But didn't capture land anywhere.
What are you saying? China, Philippines, all these countries they took our rule, no, dude?
Barely for like 3 minutes they had the land.
Hey, come on. The whole Pacific, the war went for so long was because they were so good in those areas.
I agree.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, in the modern context, how Russia was in Afghanistan, Pakistan is in Afghanistan, or US is in Iraq, Iran, Syria.
Yeah, in modern terms, relatively, I agree, because their rise and fall was very fast.
Yeah.
It was like a T20 match.
Yeah.
It was a power play. They played really well, and then slog overs, they lost a lot of wickets.
Do you know that story? So in the Second World War, when they were trying to, like you said, trying to protect the area near Manila, like in Philippines or in Thailand.
I think Vietnam, Indonesia, the Java, Sumatra, all that,
Indonesia,
Cambodia, all those areas. Yeah.
So there was this guy, Hero. His name was Hero. And he had a platoon of 12 people. And his guidance to him at the time from the king and the general was, protect this area, don't believe anyone. Until we relieve you of your orders, you stay there and protect that area. After that, there was no communication. War got over. And this guy is still protecting, killing Indonesians. Anyone who's coming into the jungle. 15 years passed by. He's still killing people. He's ready to. His radio pamphlets were dropped. War is over. Come back home. He was like, no, this is propaganda by the Americans.
They told me don't believe anyone.
So eventually, his then commander, who's old now, had to be helicoptered in. They had to find him for like 3-4 years. Go to him and be like, brother, ho gaya war. War khatam ho ke 23 saal ho gaya. You come back. He was like, this is how I was raised. I was told that until we relieve you, you don't come off. And that's what I did.
That's what I did. See?
And then he went back to Japan and realized that they've become capitalistic. Everything he was fighting 25 years ago. So he left Japan. They were honored him. They gave him a parade and everything. The king gave him a sword of honor, a title. He said, fucking, I don't like Japan. This is not what I fought for. So he quit all of that, left Japan and lived in Argentina till he died.
Oh my God, what a country to go, Argentina. He was living with the Hitlers, Nazi guys. You were like, yeah, I know, we're fucking... Imagine sitting there, you have the only Nazi Japanese. You're like, all the other guys, and this guy,
Yeah, there you bow down. You're like, Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler. Imagine everyone like, nahi, haath utha. No, you never raise your hand.
You know, he's like, Hi Hitler.
Yeah, hi. That's so bad. Yeah. But yeah, moving on. But
All right, let me
No,
tell
fuck
you.
all that. I want to ask you the more important questions.
Yes.
You put out another video.
Yo.
Two videos back to back. Bam. Come on, ruling the YouTube market right now. Coming for you.
Going viral like crazy with 1469 views.
In theaters near you. No, the thing is, how long have you been doing comedy for? Almost
7 years.
7 years. So the 7 years he's been doing comedy. Started in US, came to Bombay, moved to Bangalore, doing comedy for 7 years. No video, no Insta reel, no sign of life. And then suddenly, bam,
boom, boom.
2023, right?
24.
24. I forgot
Dude,
the year.
what year was
I forgot.
Are you hero from Japan?
2024, bam, July hits, 2 videos back to back. Bam, bam. Tell me about the experience, dude. Come on, welcome to the YouTube market.
So instead
How's the experience been?
So a lot of learnings,
Yeah.
obviously.
You always know it's a bad story when people start from there.
This is like a lot of learnings. After the lot of humiliation, followed by the lot of crying, there was a lot of learning.
So this is a post-match presentation of the losing captain.
Yeah.
They played
really well. A lot
well.
of learnings for us.
YouTube played really well.
We didn't do the controllables. You got to give it to the. You got to give it to the rest of the world. You know, they didn't like my video, so you got to give it to them. They were very adamant about not liking what I put.
That's what it feels like, right? When you think like when you put out a video and you lose, it feels like you're playing against YouTube.
Yeah.
Like YouTube is they're like fuck, try.
Yeah.
Try. It's like, you know, it's like, that's the thing, whole thing. But yeah, but come on, 2 videos. So
see, after all the feeling bad, inferiority complex, insecurity, no one likes me, I'm not funny. After all of that, I've come to a conclusion. At that time, whatever you think is funny, put it out. Once you click upload, you suddenly realize objectivity is coming back into your brain. And you're like, I can improve at this part. I can do this part better. Whether it is editing.
As you're talking, I can see the halo just appearing on your head.
It's
just like
I got it.
Swami Vivekananda.
So what happened was the videos are not doing well. Okay. And the reels were not doing well. On top of that, people were like, your audio is fucked. And I can't see it. I can't hear it.
Yeah, neither could I. I thought the audio was completely fine.
Yeah.
There's like, I hate it when people like, what? Just like state of the art, just wearing like, I can hear. No, I can't hear.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Was he coherent? Can you listen to his voice?
Yeah. And it's not the comics that we like. No, I mean, not like dislike.
Don't try to save this.
People
just move on. Don't try to save this.
Yeah,
there is no coming back from that. It's not the comics who like. Not like I don't dislike them, but I just strongly don't like them.
No. They just caught me in bad moods. Okay, this week I was very low. And then usually I'm this guy who doesn't snap, right? I'm very this thing. So 2-3 times in a day I snapped. Okay, once Piyush, another comic, he came up to me and he was like,
very funny guy.
Hilarious. Check out his check out a sketch that he put out on his Instagram called What if you were students in the college where Anjali and Rahul from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai?
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
It is that reel is hilarious.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna tell the sketch where you acted. Like
no. So all of that happened. So and he was like, what
did Piyush tell you?
He said, क्या कौन से PowerPoint से उठा के font डाला है subtitles में?
Oh, अच्छा, okay.
So I was like, क्यों अच्छा लगा नहीं लगा? So he was like, नहीं लगा. मैं बोला तो मैंने सुन ली आपकी बात. Thank you. So he was like, whoa, bro, I was just joking. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then he took me on the side.
Check out Piyush's reel. Brilliant fonts. Still almost same views only, but brilliant.
Slightly more than me. No, quite more than me. But so
knowing him, he'll take this joke. Yeah.
So after that, later that night, I was coming home. I entered my society. Okay, and inside the society, you have to drive at like 9 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
But you know the speed bumps inside societies are really big.
Yeah.
So you have to slow down massively.
They have to really slow down.
So once you slow down, you have to accelerate a little bit. And if it happens to be a turn at the same time, your headlights like take a bigger arc, right?
Yeah.
So at night, some uncle was saying the headlight flashed in front of his eyes.
Oh my
God.
God.
I was slow only. And I was far away. So he got a little startled. So I went ahead, I stopped the vehicle, I came back, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. He's like, then you should go slowly. I was like, I was going slowly only. And I was going at 12:15, okay? You know how paranoid I am.
Yeah.
So I was actually looking. Then he's like, no. If you had been going, I was like, okay. Do you have a speedometer, sir? Because the vehicle I'm sitting on, that has a speedometer. And I'm telling you,
a fight with the guy.
Yeah, I didn't want to take it up. I didn't want to take his shit.
Got it.
So that happened. Then my dad called, okay? And 12 days I've put out, okay?
Oh, the uncle of uncles.
Yeah, and I've made jokes on him, and this is a big milestone, like you said, 7 years.
Yeah.
Usually bonus comes.
You're like that Rahul Dravid. Every ball you left, every ball you defended, and then back-to-back 2 ball you hit it.
Yeah, I've gotten to that point, and it's a big milestone, right? Like you said, 7 years, nothing to show. Usually I don't share messages on the family group saying I got promotion, appreciation award, nothing.
But these videos you shared.
Yeah, this video, Kavya was like, dude, they've been asking, why are you not doing full-time job? Show me what is the reason why you don't make money.
Got it, okay.
So then, so I showed them, I sent the reel to them, nothing other. My father-in-law was like, very good start. Pehli ball mein hi chauka. Aage jaake dekho kya
Such an
hota hai.
uncle lied to say.
All supportive, very loving, supportive things.
Your dad?
Nothing from my dad. And they are all on a holiday where they're all living together in the same house. So, okay, so 1 week passed by, 8 days passed by, 10, 12, 13, 14th day, I was like, dude, have you not watched it? He's like, yeah, I have not watched it. I was like, why have you not watched it? Like, you've been sending 10 videos of you swimming laps in someone's swimming pool, and you're not telling me all of this. So he was like, I couldn't find time. I was like, so you didn't make me priority. I was not a priority. If you had made me a priority, you would have watched 9 minutes, 43 seconds. You didn't have all of that passion. So I was usually I never have these kinds of conversations with my dad, but I was very frustrated. I was like,
so you took it out on someone.
So I was like, log nahi dekh rahe, theek hai, ghar wale nahi dekh rahe, so then my dad, this information went into his head and it changed meaning.
Okay.
And he thought I'm asking him, why aren't you commenting on the videos?
So he went and commented.
No. Then he was like, okay, no, I didn't know how to comment. I was like, no, I'm not asking you to comment.
Oh, thank God.
I'm telling you, give me a comment. Like, you didn't even
watch
comment
it and tell it's good, bad, something. Yeah, tell like that.
Acknowledge that.
Give me a comment in real life.
Or just acknowledge that good you put out. I haven't seen it. When I see it, I'll tell you, but I'm proud that you put out. Or not even proud. I saw that you put out.
Yeah.
Is enough.
Or just put thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Just react.
So then he later must have watched. I saw liked by my dad, by my dad on all the reels. And then I get a WhatsApp message from him saying, watched your video finally. Jokes could be better.
Oh my God.
I have seen you do better jokes
before.
My
God.
Okay. And then he thought, ye to maine kavita hi likh di. This is a poem. This cannot be limited to only one audience. The world must know it. So he put the same comment on my YouTube video, which is now pinned to the video.
Very funny. That is a hilarious story, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah. What a funny dad. Oh, nice. What did you reply to that?
No, nothing. I was like, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. Oh, dude, that is a great story, bro.
Yeah.
So your dad literally commented on your YouTube video, watched your video finally, jokes could be better.
No, there he didn't say watch your video finally. He said, it's good. But I've seen you do better jokes. Jokes could be better.
Jokes could be better. Yeah. Nice. Damn. Man, I clearly understood my parents love me more. This is just... I think your dad loves you a lot and he has like a wicked sense of humor.
No, he doesn't... He is doing the same thing he did when I scored a century and I called him. He's like, yeah, 1 century मार के तेरे को bat भी उठाना है, तेरे को क्या collar ऊपर करना है.
Your dad is like that Yuvraj's dad, huh?
No, Yuvraj's dad at least sent him out to someone else. He sent him to Bombay to Ravi Shastri.
No, but yeah, I mean, he wanted to be a skater.
Yeah.
I'm saying like that. Like, you know, how your dad was not like, fuck everything and play cricket. You also wanted to play cricket.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
No, but, so anyway, that happened. But you have to hear this story. So we met on Saturday night, right? You had a 10 p.m. show, I had 11 p.m. show.
Yes.
And because you said we have to drink later on, I said, okay, my scooter, I won't bring scooter. So I took an auto, okay? Best auto in the world. Okay. This guy came, he picked me up from right outside, and this guy is on a phone call already, okay?
Earphone or like this?
No, earphone, wireless earphone. And
wireless earphone, you got it.
Wireless earphone, and it is, the phone is on the holder.
Got it, understood, holder.
Okay, and he's like, password change martiya. You don't change the password.
Oh God!
I was like,
he's
whoa.
in a fight with someone.
First I'm thinking he's in a fight with his loan shark. Who's like, you're not going to give the money, I'll change the password to your bank account.
Got it,
like
okay.
Like, password change matya. I was like, oh no, it's a lady. He's talking to a lady.
Okay.
They're like, avale, he was saying. So I was like, oh shit, it's a lady. So we go by the 80 feet road, Old Madras Road signal. Okay. And next to us is, the US, Texas pickup trucks, which have space.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like a pickup truck. Yeah. The
So
US version.
Yeah, so now there are India maybe also.
I know,
yeah,
I've seen them.
pickup
I'm
truck.
just seeing them.
There is a pickup truck from Brick Oven, and they have the trolley which is hooked to it.
Okay.
On behind, which has the wood fried oven, traveling oven.
Got it. Understood.
Okay? So this guy doesn't know how to drive that. He doesn't know where the end is, and my guy is not paying attention. Okay, and I can see that a collision is about to happen.
Okay.
So the truck is taking a left. This guy has gone to the edge, even to the right of that truck.
By this guy is the brick oven guy. The brick oven guy.
No, the auto guy.
Your auto guy.
So it's on the right is the divider.
Got it.
Then it's my auto. Then on the left is the brick oven guy. We are both taking a turn together.
Okay.
So the back, the oven.
Both are taking left.
Both are taking left. So the back of this thing hits
Auto.
Okay, and this guy is like, oh fuck, what has happened? And the truck speeds up. He sped and he went away.
Okay.
And this guy started yelling at the lady again. Hey, password change martiya, double time martiya nane. I was like, oh, he's talking to his wife and he thinks she's double timed him. Because I heard in Kannada, he said that as soon as I came home, you were seeing something which you immediately locked. When you saw that I came and sat next to you.
Like a phone.
Your phone you locked. And then when I went back, when you went to the bathroom, I tried to see what it was and I noticed you had changed the password. If this is not a reason you're double timing me, I don't know what is.
Oh, nice.
In the meantime, he catches up to this guy. Okay.
Okay. Oh, multiple fights.
Yeah. He's juggling
I've
both the
never
fights.
seen a guy handling multiple. Oh, what? Multiple tasking.
So he speeds up to that guy, and honestly, the impact wasn't that bad. Okay.
I was just graceful.
I didn't even move. Okay, but this guy's too angry, so I
Yeah,
don't want
he's
to tell
just
him.
gonna like,
when
he
you're-
stops the guy like, why did you change the password?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know.
when you are in an auto and your auto guy is picking a fight, and even if he's wrong,
You have to take the auto guy's side.
That's it.
You have to take the auto guy's side.
Yeah, you should be like, sir, I saw.
You have to be like, sir, I noticed this, sir. You have to say all those shit.
Yeah. So when
And also, here's the thing. The auto guy localite, because talking in Kannada, I'm assuming.
Of course.
And the driver of the vehicle,
he was also Kannadiga.
Super.
Yeah.
I'm just the very equal contenders.
Yeah.
If this is a guy from North India or Northeast, then they're like, it's a very one-sided game.
The truck brick oven guy realized he fucked up. So he sped, but the auto guy caught up.
Yeah, of course. You can, yeah.
And he told another auto guy, stop him.
Oh, nice.
So they both cornered and stopped him.
That's the unity that these guys have.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
other union has that.
No, not
One
at all.
auto guy you touch, every
Like,
auto guy just like a minion. They come stand together.
You want to extort money from him? We all are together.
Yeah, exactly. All of them at that time, immediately you can appear like that. You know the Avengers. You can just like you can imagine Captain America just going "Sikade," like like an ad. Auto guys unite, like it's a beautiful scene.
Funny.
I can totally imagine that Avengers scene that auto guy is doing it. But yeah, so he asked another auto guy.
So he stopped another guy, and this guy's like, hey, aache baro, hey.
All that shit. Come outside.
Come outside.
Boli magane, take out bittini. All that nonsense.
All that. They're fighting is like, mudguard nodo, and it was quite dented.
Okay, it was quite dented. And if you look at it, the new autos are pretty fragile too.
No, also, I looked, 10 autos passed by. Not one auto without a dent on the mudguard.
Yeah, exactly. Every auto.
That's how you identify an auto you should not be getting into.
Yes.
It has no dent on mudguard.
Yeah. If it has a dent on it, that's when he's a legit auto driver.
Yeah, 100%.
He's like, yeah.
So then after that, these guys...
I've not heard what is the opposition party saying.
Opposition party is like, I don't think I hit you that hard. This guy's like, then how did it happen? How did it happen? You tell me how did it happen. They're like, and all the wiring has come out a little bit. But I didn't notice it before I sat in the auto, so I can't tell if it was there or not. But it looked suspicious. After a point when he's like, oh, it's a weak candidate, he's going to give the money. He was just like, no, how much ever you want to give. What do you
got it,
think?
yeah.
Or you take the auto and you get
fix
it
it and,
repaired.
fix it and give
Fix
it back
it.
to me.
And give me 2 days, how much ever I make through auto, give me that.
All
and
those
then
weird circumstances,
So he's obviously...
I suddenly, like, in a day, I make 1.5 lakh business.
Yeah.
They're rice girl. Like, every ride is a... I go to, like, Bangalore airport and come back 3 times in a day. Like, that's how they
1
talk.
kg gold they pay me in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, I do 793 sawaris a day. So, then this guy, the brick oven guy is like, okay, fine, how much? I'll give you 500. So, both the auto guys started laughing at each other.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, 500! And all that. And they're like, sir, ko bhi jana hai. Dekho, mera passenger ruka hua hai. You ask him. And
oh, that's when they throw you in the midst. They're like, see my patient.
Believe it or not, I was there standing, writing the shit on what's happening.
You are writing like, oh, Anand's gonna love this shit.
Yeah, and the brick oven guy is arguing. This entire argument took about 10 minutes.
Okay.
He did the entire 10 minutes adjusting his balls. Okay, he's like
the brick oven guy.
Yeah, he's like, it's not that bad. The dent is not that bad. I'm like, where, bro? Where is the dent?
Where is the dent? Yeah.
Fucking the depth to which he went. He went
oh,
deep
man,
fishing.
We've almost come up with like to another brilliant ad for Rich Guard. Can't get into an argument.
Yeah, you're having to give money because you don't have the patience to negotiate.
Yes, Itch Guard.
Yeah.
Oh, how many ads have we come up with? We came an ad for mutual funds. Sahi hai. Where an old guy is sucking some cock. Like, mutual funds lena tha. I came with another ad for this. Oh, great ad. So this guy is just like, ooh, like a disgusting or like a subtle?
No, proper, like deep fishing. He's making samosas. Like,
oh, okay, got it, understood.
He's turning the dough to make the triangle edges.
I got it, understood. Oh my god, this guy's in the zone. He's like really enjoying.
Yeah, he's mixing chiuda, you know, that mixture.
I know that hand action. I know it. Like, yeah.
No, that's the thing my friends used to say, "Arey, kya chiuda mar raha hai?"
When you're scratching. Got it, understood.
So, then I was
you're looking for notes. You're little rehearsing this.
I actually wrote because I was like, I want to tell that every auto had a dent. I want to tell that this guy was this thing.
That itching is disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've all done it.
Eventually, 6,500 he took, dude.
6,500?
Yeah. And you know what the best part? The brick oven guy got in. He's like, see, I have to submit the vehicle. So you take this. There were 3 helpers. They all said, we'll give 2,000. And they gave it to him. And they fucked off. And these 2 auto guys were like, you know, are you going to change the mudguard? He's like, eh.
Yeah, of course he's not going to change.
Yeah, fucking 6,500. So then when I was getting down, I asked him, do you still need me to pay? Or
oh, that's a good question. What did he laugh or did he like?
No, he smirkly laughed. He's like, sir, it's after.
Nodbeko, sir. Oh man, those auto guys, when they get into an argument, it's true. Even I once paid like 10 grand.
Yeah. But after that, he picked up the fight with his wife again.
Oh, nice. He just paused it and like, hey, paused it. Immediately went back.
He cut her phone. And then he's not letting her cut the phone. And she's not hanging up also. And the same argument again and again. She's like, don't you believe in me? I'm assuming because he's like, double time martiya. You're doing double time with me. And double time, he was saying double action or something.
Double
he was
action,
saying. He was saying some word.
Yeah, when you don't know English, the kind of choice of words that you go for is very funny.
Yeah,
you can't say cheating is right there. You're like, no, double timing, double action.
No, he didn't say double time is the correct thing.
Double timing is fine. It's okay, but cheating is the correct word. You're cheating on me.
Two timing is
two timing, yeah, you say.
Double time. Saying double timing.
Double timing, double action, like it's big action.
Yeah.
Like double action, 500.
Oh, fuck. The way he was yelling at her. Basically, he's caught her cheating on him. And
not like... Hypothetically, in his mind, he's sure that she's cheating on him. You didn't have enough information to convey.
I didn't, but after a point, she went quiet because he was continuously saying, accept martiya. Accept martiya. Accept mado. Hey,
oh God.
Accept mado.
No, but I think women generally do this in fights. I've seen like in couple fights, like other couple fights, when the guy is just too angry, they know they're not going to win an argument, so just shut up. They're like, okay, let him cool down. I think that's when we can pick it up.
Yeah, and guys without a reaction instantly are like, oh shit, I've gone too far.
Sometimes they're like, oh, she's not reacting, that means I'm right.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what, let him cool down and then I'll pick up the fight. But the thing is, because women are smarter.
Yeah.
Like in fights at least, like in vocal fights, they're very smarter. They're like, you know what, right now you're not going to listen to me.
Yeah.
They're not saying yes or no. They're just like, are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done? Men don't do that.
You're done.
Yeah, men we don't do that. We're like we try to speak up. You know, we try to speak over it, not let you speak. You know,
or we try to logically argue the same
cut you
thing.
off.
Yeah, cut. We cut off.
you off.
We
We're like, we do all that nonsense.
And even when they're like, I told you, I gave you opportunity to listen, now you listen. At that time, we do it very passive aggressive.
Like, oh, fine. Can I say something? Oh, yeah, please finish.
Are you done?
Are you done?
I just want to make sure because...
Is there anything else you want to add? Everything is very like,
you antagonize
it. Like,
this is the chul.
Yeah, so basically to throw them off.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a discussion. You want to have an argument now.
Yeah, because you're going to lose the
you kind of see it coming.
Yeah.
So you just like trying to do that. And women, I think when they're right, they are too smart.
Yeah.
They're like, finish.
Yeah.
Because the logical trail is so good. Because they are so well versed in hypothetical trail.
Yeah.
Logical trail is just like LKG for them. They have mastered Harry Potter.
Yeah.
They are world building.
The name of this episode on Spotify should be which one of these things is going to get them cancelled.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, women agree to that shit. I mean, like they're very good at fights.
See, the thing is, we still try to structure it.
Ah.
They don't structure it. We zoom out too much.
Yeah.
They are going from point A to point B to point C to point D. But we are thinking of, but if we have to get to AE, displacement can be shorter.
Exactly.
When the distance is
Yes.
more.
But they don't understand कि steps के भी mark मिलते हैं.
No, we don't understand.
Yeah, we don't understand. They understand. So women get it. Steps के marks मिलते हैं.
Step marks.
You should write it. There is example. They are very nice when they get into fight. They use multiple color pens. They write. They use pens. They highlight.
Yeah.
We are very that एक blue pen. तेरे पास है क्या देना? We are very like
for
that.
For every kind of what do you call observation, they have a different colored post-it that is stuck on it.
Everything is very like you can understand. But men enter into an argument like those backbenchers who walk
rough
in like
notebook
without any pen. तेरे पास pen है क्या? That's how men enter into arguments. Very backbenchers attitude. But women enter like we've been preparing for this shit for 6 months.
Yeah.
They've given half yearly. They've given unit tests.
This is the thing. This is why women win the arguments because they bring these kinds of notes to the argument.
Yeah.
And I bring it only for podcast.
True. We don't know how to prioritize.
Yeah.
They know how to pick battles. It's not, I'm not shitting on women. I'm actually complimenting them.
No,
like this is a very well orchestrated industry.
If they were also like us, the arguments would be much more painful when they end. Because at the end of it...
Oh yeah, you're saying the variety brings life.
A little bit.
Yeah.
See,
you're saying if they were logical, we wouldn't survive as a species. Like you fucked up and the other guy's like, no, you fucked up. We both get into an argument, we punch each other, we never talk to each other. But it's the manipulation and it's the toxicity that keeps us together.
Yeah, toxicity is actually
the root cause.
There is a thin line between toxicity and true love.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. Answer this honestly. How many couples are together because they truly love each other, and how many couples are together because one person is very good at manipulation?
I would say 35%.
Second one, way more.
Yeah,
I think way more the second one.
Oh, way more people are getting manipulated into
being in relationships. I swear to God, dude. I think people who are in relationship because they really love each other is like, I think like, See,
that number really depends on what percentage of people...
I was doing a joke, you bastard.
Oh, sorry.
This guy ruined it. This guy was telling like... This guy like, we don't know what, I think 35%. I'm like, what?
No, okay, more people. Yeah. Rewind.
Yeah. The way you said it, like 35. And what a fuck all number, 35%. Sorry. The way you said 30, I couldn't even, I'm like, you know what, let me forget it. Let's just move on.
Why am I like this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But for me, the thing is, whenever I see couples that are genuinely in true love, it's like the, pure water content in the world. It's like 1% or 2%. Most of, like toxic relationships are salt water.
The thing is, most couples try to, like, no one is manipulative. Most people are not manipulative in public.
Yeah.
Right? So most people outside are like, oh, dude, we are really chill. It's like living with a friend.
Yeah. Like, also, this auto guy. Just imagine what would have happened that day. Like, after you dropped him off, they cut the call. What do you think the woman would have done? You know what? He goes back home. There is a chicken curry made. With this favorite chapati,
jasmine flowers,
one that agarbatti lit. The house is spick and span. The bedroom smells good.
The kid has been sent to a cousin's house to sleep.
Do you realize?
Yeah.
And then imagine once you are there with a boner, she'll be like, do you think I was wrong? No, you were right only. I'm sorry.
I just got suspicious. You should tell me, no?
You know what? How he will flip it? She will bring it to his knees like, dude, that guy cut me off. That's why I showed the anger on you. He will choose a brick oven guy to justify. Dude, he cut me off. That's why I'm shouting at you. You know what? Dude, he gave me 6,500. You can keep it.
Yeah. With that, we will buy you a phone which has face lock.
Face lock. Okay, don't worry about it. Who walks around and all that? Like, that's what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking like that.
Don't you also think that the more the manly the man is acting when his woman is not around, the more of a simp he is? Yeah.
When he goes back home. Definitely. Definitely. I think that's what I'm thinking. You know, I've seen a lot of men who get into fights and then just a girl walks into the relation. How good they feed into their ego.
Yeah. The manipulation is actually, it's not like evil manipulation.
Yeah, it's very Magneto. It's just like, you know, women are like Magneto. Just like one piece of iron and your life is fucked.
Magneto but manipulates ex-men and girls are also
current men, huh?
Yeah, current men.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying women only do that. I'm saying all toxic people, that's their main thing.
Yeah.
They are like very...
But people who are like toxic at work and shit. Like, you know, like people will be like, no, you don't.
18% hike mila, pata hai tujhe?
Yeah. Those kinds of people. Do you think they carry that energy into the relationship? 100%. Do you think they attract people like them? Who like for example,
they don't attract people like
toxic together about the rest of the world?
Oh, that is also the third variety.
Yeah.
Where they are both are toxic.
Yeah.
And they like fucking up other people.
They'll go to other people's house and comment in unison.
Yeah,
together.
God, yeah. I've seen couples of that.
You overpaid. You should never put this.
अरे ये सारी इतने में मिला तुम्हें?
हाँ.
हमें तो पता है.
बताया करो ना मैं. We could have gotten you.
No, I know this bunch of couples who try to create fights between two friends. And to see the bystander and like, you know, those...
Oh.
Like, for example, I've given you example, like, you know, friend comes home, dude, I love your sari. I wanted to compliment you on that sari. But I met them and they said, ये साड़ी तो 400 रुपए की लग रही है. वो बोल रहे थे ऐसे. And then you were like, that fucking bastard thought the sari is $400.
Yeah, I actually went with him. He knows how much it costs. Unnecessarily trying to malign my name.
And then you just stand behind, you're like, Narayan. I've seen I hate couples like that. I've seen people do that shit. And I've seen that in office. Because I was a very, when I joined my first company, I was very naive. And I joined this construction company, which was like a lot of employees work. So the level of back bitching and all things, I was very new to it.
Sure.
Like, it was a construction company also. So like one day I spoke to the architect. The whole company thought I'm banging the architect.
Oh, it was a woman.
It was a woman. So she came to the office. I spoke to her, and came from a college. I was English medium. I could speak in English, so she could converse with me like a normal human being, without me looking at her cleavage. All these guys couldn't make eye contact, so she was talking to me, and everybody thought I'm already hooking up with her. She was pretty. I wanted to, but she didn't allow. But that's a different story.
But civil
I failed. That's a different story. Okay, I tried. She said no, I'm not interested. I failed, but they all thought only because I was talking to her. There was a moment where I wish I could, but I'm not. Trust me. She doesn't like me.
Do you think out of all these desperate men, if I did that, I wouldn't come and tell you 3 seconds after?
But yeah, it was so weird. And fuck men. Even other ladies in the office. I was talking to her, they were like, Arey, Anand to na? Like, you know, the way I said it only, Arey, ye Anand to na? Ye to bada chupa Rustam nikla.
Oh, damn.
Like the usage of words.
Yeah.
You get one auntie vibe only.
कल तक तो बड़े फुसले रहते थे.
अरे अब तो कहाँ वक्त रहेगा हमारे लिए. All that shit.
अरे देखो जरा आर्किटेक्ट मैडम आई है क्या आनंद ने नया शर्ट पहना है.
Exactly. Yeah. Then one day I wore a shirt. They're like, आज shirt architect मैम आने वाली हैं क्या? All that nonsense. So I understand. Like, I hate couples like that though.
Yeah.
I love couples that can, like, in the middle of they will yell at each other, but they still won't get divorced. For some reason, I kind of think, like, you know, this is the truest form of love.
Yeah.
Where, like a Bill Burr says, like, you want to kill them, but there's something about them that doesn't want to.
Same thing with my wife Kavya also. We yell a lot, but I also know that we'll never get divorced. We yell a lot. Yeah. I mean, I won't give divorce. But if she gives, then there's no option.
Again, don't try to save it.
Yeah.
Said it. Let the angels listen to it.
Yeah. No, I'm not jinxing it. I'm not even worried about jinxing it because it's true love.
Oh.
But you know what? I have an observation. I'm going to do a bit about it. Okay. You know, couples. At what point in the relationship do they get to that point where when you meet them as a single friend, they they tell each other that you remind them of someone.
Well, I didn't understand. Come again. I didn't understand.
So let's say me and Kavya are a couple, and you come out drinking with us, and I'd be like, "Arey, ye Rishabh jaisa dikhta hai na? You don't know Rishabh."
Yeah, correct. Yes.
And we would be like, Rishabh aisa thodi dikhta hai, Rishabh aisa dikhta hai. And then you're like, okay, shall I just sit on this one out?
Yeah, who the fuck is Rishabh?
Then you just try to add in a joke. Like, good looking man, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do that joke.
Ruk ek second. Rishabh kyun nahi dikhta ye? Like, and then you continue that argument. I'm like, why am I here? Why the
good
fuck?
Observation.
Yeah,
Very good observation.
Why the fuck are you trying to, like, at least show me his photo. I'll tell you. Let me be the judge.
Yeah.
I know how my face looks. No one has looked at my face than me.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, it's a good observation. It's true because couples do that a lot. You know what? Who you look like? You look like my friend. Yeah, it's true.
No,
Definitely.
and then if you say, no, मैं कड़ी पत्ता side में रखता हूँ. Same Anjali, dude. Same Anjali. Like, who's Anjali, dude? अरे एक है भी. It'll take a long time to explain. So you just sit this one out. Anjali लेकिन कड़ी पत्ता मिर्ची भी नहीं खाते. तू मिर्ची खाता है कि नहीं? I'm like, dude, what is
the
this?
fuck? Yeah. Who is this clone?
Why are you trying to understand me through people you've already understood?
Yeah. You're like when when you get a police case and the inspector discuss, अरे ये तो 1979 पे एक case था उसी की तरह है बिल्कुल ये. And they're reading like all the symptoms are similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, couples do that. The thing is, when you meet as a single friend and you hang out with a couple, it's never like people claim it as very boring because a lot of cliches happen.
Sure.
Like if you're a guy friend, the girl is always trying to set you up with other friends. You know, if you're a girl, the guy is trying to set you up with other guys. So there's a lot of social stigma. Like a couple always looks at the single guy or a girl like someone they have to help. यार ये नैया पार करा दो. Like it's like you found a boat and I'm like swimming there.
But I'll tell you what. As a being in a couple, I feel that this person needs to be helped out, needs to be set up more for her female friends rather than for male friends.
True. Yeah.
It's more help
guys generally don't think about that shit.
Yeah. Guys will come and tell you like, uska kya scene hai?
Exactly. अरे यार.
And then you're like, yeah, please, कहीं और जाके मुंह मार इधर.
And you have to be like, ठीक है मैं बात करता हूँ. I'll ask my wife. But if she says anything, I know her. Like we already have like some 8 disclaimers that we give the guy. Like, by the way, she come बहुत गंदा ex है उसका. बहुत toxic. We give all the bad things. Girls always like she gives the good things.
Yeah,
she's like, dude, she's understanding.
He eats healthy. Yeah. She's healthy. She's mature.
She's very mature.
You know how well she sings.
Yeah. And by the way, very well-to-do family.
Yeah.
And guys always like, dude, her dad is an asshole. We start with the worst thing. But that's the thing about guys. Guys are always like survival instinct.
Yeah.
We're like, dude, these are all the bad things.
Yeah, we don't say that she comes from, like, my wife might be like, she has a lot of money. We'll be like, spoiled bitch, dude.
We always immediately want to typecast someone like, fuck their asshole.
Yeah, it's like single father. It's like spoiled as fuck.
Yeah. Dude, that day, I'm telling you, Amazon, she bought like 10,000 rupees worth of stuff just like that. You really want to get into a relationship with someone like that? And the other guy's like, dude, I'm just trying to bang her. I don't care how much he fucking buys.
Yeah, if she wants, she can buy the condom.
Yeah, you do all this thing. But that's true. So the whole thing is when you see a single guy, like that's happening to me quite a lot because I see a lot of, around me there are a lot of couples like you and Kavya and then and like other friends are there who are married. So it's always like, like I can set you up with her. But then I fuck up. Like I get drunk, I'll say something stupid. The girl's like, what the fuck? How can you talk to me? I'm like, and the other girls have to justify, no, he's just drunk. He talks like that. He doesn't mean it. And she's like, oh, that's a turn off. And they're like, okay, fine. And I'm like, I don't even remember it. Like it recently happened to this girl. I got drunk. I think I blacked out. And I said some nonsense which she thought I was trying to flirt. And then...
How bad was this? Like what was
I don't even remember. Later, next day, they told like, you were telling her that we made out. And she was like, when did we make out? I'm like, dude, that day we made out. Don't you remember? What the fuck? And I was drunk. I was blacked out. And my friend told me that, did you told? Oh shit, I was talking to her. I'm thinking that she's that girl. And what's more pissing off for a girl?
Yeah,
that you thinking
like
that she's someone else. So she was like, yuck. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I fucked up.
You should be strictly going on coffee dates only.
Oh, I'm amazing on coffee dates. Or I'm good on like 3 beer dates.
3 beer dates will turn into 9 beer dates.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. No, 3 beer dates. It should stop there. 9 beer should only enter once you... once
from the point of no return.
Yeah. You have to exchange password. From there, password change password change I have to come to a level where I can have that authority on you. I can yell at you like, did you fucking change the password? Until then, we should only have 3 beer dates. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
I didn't, like, my dates are usually like I'm very hyper. I don't leave a silence. I don't leave a gap. Then I address that. Then I hyper self-aware correct it. It's like meta introduction. I'm like
no. I'm assuming like for me, my date was like how I worked on it was a lot of advice from other dudes, which is always a horrible thing.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, dudes are like, "Arey bre, ladkiyon ko confidence chahiye." And then one time I went for the kiss. She's like, "Dude, we just met." I'm like, "Nahi, par he told it will work."
Why you keep changing rules again and again?
And I'm like, there's this weird image in my head that he did that, like, you know, this guy did that, and so it will work for me as well. Not reading the room. Not reading the room. Like,
not staying in the moment.
Yeah,
you're thinking of your next bit.
Exactly. So like literally like 10 failed dates I had to go through where I creeped out women, where to a point where I'm like, okay, fuck it. You know what? I'm not trying to hook up with this chick. I'm just trying to meet a stranger. Like how I would talk to a visiting comic.
Yeah.
You know, hey dude, what rooms are you doing?
You're too deep into comedy, bro.
But you get it, right? A visiting comic who you're meeting, like, that's how I started talking, and that night I got late.
Oh.
That night, just like 1.5 hours, 2 hours, I never brought up the concept of
intimacy
nothing. We're just talking. Dude, there was a time where we were literally talking about football.
Football, TV shows, something
like that. I'm talking about
movies.
this. I'm making a laugh. I'm genuinely making a laugh, and I've forgotten that I'm trying to hook up. And I'm standing there naked. I'm like, how did it happen? Like, I wanted, like, can someone document this so we can study this later? You know, like, give me the minutes of the meeting.
You know, and girl and guy falling in love montage. Like, for her in this night is you both are falling in love. The conversations, the slow motion. All of that. Then you're walking home together. In your head, it is like, okay, continue, stay in this moment. I'm fucking. Nothing happened in between.
Nothing happened. For me, it was just a blur.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I remember everything happened in the night. As soon as we started doing the act, I forgot what happened. Because immediately that was the main thing for me. I'm in her like, who switched off the lights? We were just talking, no? When did you switch off the lights?
You're like Hulk coming back.
Who switched off the lights? Why is my jeans on the washing machine?
funny.
Why is her bra on the fan? Like, it's just like I'm just like, what happened here? Like a crime scene I'm looking.
You're like, let me reverse from here.
Yeah, I'm just like thinking. It's like, and I'm
the
like,
bra has perfume.
Yeah,
she came to bang today.
I'm like looking at her. I'm like in the morning. I'm asking like, hey, I'm like trying to think of it. Like, what did anything go wrong? But it's always like that thing. Like I remember that's
this was her place or
her place. Her place.
Yeah.
I used to live with my parents, so it had to be her place. And she was this. Well, she lived in this nice apartment. I walked in, and we are doing jokes that your house is too nice. You know, it's beautiful. Like you maintained it really well. I'm doing jokes. I'm telling you, that's the thing. I was just addressing the moment, and I was getting the last. I was crowd working really well. Like, you know, I was doing crowd work. You know,
you're keeping the room warm for the next comic.
Hey, man. It's like,
you're definitely not the closing act that day.
I'm making out with her, and they're like, "That's been my time. You guys have been a great audience. On to the next act."
This guy, it bangs really well.
And then Kanan Gill comes out of the door. Like, keep it. What is this first special?
Keep it real.
Keep it real. But that's the whole thing. So it was like. So as I'm talking about dating, all this, I don't know why we came into this. I suddenly forget how we ended up here.
It doesn't. You don't need to.
I really don't know what we were talking about. I was just talking about banging.
The last thing we spoke about was you going on a date, like being a confident person and all of that. But where it came from, I don't remember.
Yeah, even I forgot how we ended up over here.
How does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
In fact, I was listening to... Hey, by the way, listeners, if you're still there, listen on Spotify, no? Like, we have only 7 followers.
Oh, yes. We created a Spotify page also. Our podcast is available on Spotify too now. Elephant Room Podcast. And please give it a listen.
Yeah. And review the podcast. That'll help it spread.
Yeah, I know. And if you please read the bio. You can, as soon as you read it, you can tell it was written by him.
Why?
It was so obvious. Nobody has ever used the word kind to describe me. You said like Anand had a weird laugh. I'm like, this bastard.
I took it from the comments, dude.
Kind, weird laugh. Kind? Who the fuck has called me kind? Tell me one comment is like, Anand is a kind-hearted person.
To me, you have been.
That's exactly what I meant. That's what I said. It was written by you.
Yeah.
Like, so I was telling them, please read the bio. You will know it.
When someone describes your kind...
And
by the way, you know exactly who it is, that means you're not usually kind. You're kind to one guy.
Yeah. And also the thing is, even if that doesn't make you sure, insecure is the word he used to describe him. Tell me what the work is. He's like insecure, doubtful. I'm like, yo, you're not talking to therapy here.
Did you see the names of the podcast episodes? They're funny.
Yeah, they're very funny.
They'll make you want to click on it.
Yeah, they're very funny. I saw that something was
Caught violate-handed.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck? And I read it. I'm like, I know which podcast it is. I immediately I figured. That was nice. Yeah, but we need to, the thumbnail I was talking to you, right? We need to put our faces there. It has to come. You're doing it or that guy is doing it, your friend?
He said, give me a minute, I'll do it and give. But I'm going to do it.
Oh, nice. Ask him for suggestions. Maybe he can give you a good suggestion. But yeah, I think we clocked in 1 hour. Oh, nice. 59 minutes, bro.
Like a pro.
Like a pro.
Yeah.
So I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, 1 hour 10 is too long.
Yeah, it's
one
too
is
long.
Perfect.
Perfect. 1 hour. Let's cap it at that. It's good. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope you guys had fun. Elephant Room Podcast. My name is Anand Ratnam.
My name is Aditya Natarajan. I have stand-up comedy videos, 2 of them on YouTube. There are shorts, there are reels. We are putting short form content on our Instagram channel, sketches. Watch it.
Subscribe to the page, follow the page, or don't. Just live your life. Bye.